sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Today, I want to talk about an issue that I noticed within the community that I find to be a little disturbing. Recently, I uploaded a video concerning an IG model. And I noticed that a lot of people have this mindset of feeling sad when the passing of someone takes place, and they don't realize that we're living in a world where there is good and there is evil. I even read one comment where someone came in and they said that they are a follower or was a follower of this particular person. And they said, if you want to talk about vanity, you have to look at these prosperity preachers. And what's sad about this is that the person is actually a follower of said woman. And I find that to be very alarming. This is the comment that the person left. And I need to talk about this. And this is why I'm making this video, just a quick video to kind of find out where the minds of everyone is. This person said, sad, RIP. This person is RIPing the person that was taken out. He said, sad, RIP, I followed. Women are praised for their beauty and men for their masculinity. This could have happened to anyone. You want to talk vanity? These prosperity preachers still alive. Really? I don't think you know who you're talking to. You're talking to a man that have exposed nearly every prosperity pimp known. Not only that, I've declared that the Most High is going to take them all out one by one, and he did. I think you need to do some research on the kind of work that I do. Remember the late Eddie Long? Prosperity pimp. The Most High took him out very slowly. I predicted that before anyone. And there are many other preachers that have been taken out. You see, the Most High ain't gonna take out who you want to be taken out when you want them to be taken out. You could be taken out and yet still be alive. You could be a person who is living, but yet you're dead. But for you to be a person who followed an IG model says a lot about you. My question to you is, what exactly were you following? Were you following her breasts? Were you following her rear end? Were you following her sex appeal? What exactly were you following? What was the purpose of you following? You claim women are praised for their beauty. Well, according to the Bible, beauty is vain. So you were following an image, an illusion. You were under the spell of a seducing spirit. And what I don't understand about the majority of people that learned about this news is that you feel sorry when evil is taking out the world. And that says a lot about you. I told this person you followed her. Wow. Talk about exposing yourself. You clearly are a part of the problem, and you want to talk about vanity. What were you following her for? Answer: lust. Why are we sorry? Why do we feel sad when evil is taking out the world? What is about us as a people that we can't see? 2.5 or 6 million followers followed a woman that did nothing but thirst trap, seduce with her body, and had men dreaming and thinking about sexual thoughts. And you're sad about that. I read comments where people was talking about, well, no amount of simping deserves this. And I'm trying to figure this out because, in the eyes of the Most High, evildoers is a problem. And if you study the scriptures, when evil is removed from the world, that's not a time to be sad. That's actually a time to rejoice. And this is why I said that a lot of you are mad, because you're mad that evil was taken out. You're not happy about that because you enjoy the evil rather than the good. I could just imagine how many of you people followed that person and you got your kicks off of photos. Lusting after photos, rather than focusing on the things of the Most High, rather than trying to get your life together as a man. You're busy following a bunch of women. That person said that they followed her, and they weren't concerned about the damage that she caused the community. They're not concerned with the damage that multiple men suffered under her spell. You see, the point that I'm trying to make here is not to rejoice by the pure fact that someone lost their life. But when you really consider the bigger picture, 2.5 million people were under the spell of witchcraft, sorcery, seduction, lust, and now the madness, the whoredom that was produced by one woman that affected 2.5 million people is now out of the world. Meaning that it was cut off. But the sad part about this, the real sad part about all of this, is not the fact that the person died. The real sad part about this is that even though she's gone, you thirsty Negroes are still following her. The sad part about this is that when people that live that kind of ungodly life of vanity, their pages still remain online, doing the work that they were already doing. That's sad. It's sad because there are going to be many more men that are going to follow her even though she's gone. So even in spirit, she's still doing the work of Satan. But you're mad with me. You're mad with me because I'm sharing this truth. Think about what's happening here. Think about all the men that are struggling with sexual lust, all of the men that are thirsty, all of the men that contribute to these problems, that cause women to be online, displaying themselves. And yet you're still following. Think about all of the young brothers that are going to be clicking to follow just after learning that this woman passed away, but they're following her. Even though she died, they're going to still follow her because they want to see her photos. What really is the benefits of following a woman that lived such a life, that brought no contributions to society, nothing good, nothing of eloquence, nothing of elegance, nothing of righteousness? There's nothing there but sexual lust and vanity. And that is what you praise. You praise wickedness. And when people are judged, I notice a lot of you have a lot of sympathy for people that are being judged. There's a difference between someone that was good, that passed on due to a violent crime or some sort of accident or whatever the case is. That's something to be sad about. But when wicked people that live an ungodly life get taken out, that are doing nothing but evil, and you feel sorry that they were taken out, it says a lot about you. It says that you're the kind of person that will feel sad if someone that harmed people get placed in prison. You'll feel sympathy for the person. I don't feel sympathy, not for evildoers. Evildoers are to be taken out of the world because the land is filled with whoredom. And just as I said, many of you brothers are still following her page. Many of you brothers are going to click the like button even though she is no longer here. How many of you brothers are going to continue down that path of self-destruction? Who is next to be judged by the Most High? Because she made her bed. She dealt with certain people. She lived a certain life and she got the reward that came. That's not my fault. I don't make these decisions. I'm just reporting the news. And when people die in such manner, you have to look at the facts of the matter, the lifestyle of the person, who they were with, and what they were doing with their life. We're not talking about a married woman of 4 kids that was a wife serving her husband, and she died in a car crash. We're talking about a woman that lived a life of whoredom, a woman who was promiscuous, a woman who used her body for profit. And that is not something to be praised. And because of that, and because of the amount of comments that I saw with people showing sympathy for evil, I'm turning off the comments and I'm not allowing them again. Because I really don't have time to monitor madness. I realize that a lot of people they have a lot of issues and they really need self-evaluations and a lot of counseling and or therapy, because this is just madness. So if anybody want to comment, they would just have to be a channel member from now on. We're not going to allow just the general public just to comment and share thoughts, because I really don't want to see anything at this point. I really don't. I don't have time to be looking at madness where people don't have the wherewithal to understand good versus evil. They don't know the difference when someone is judged. This person want to know, why are the prosperity pimps still in the world? Do you know how many prosperity preachers are suffering right now because their churches have already done fell apart? You know how many prosperity preachers I exposed? I think a lot of you who are probably new to my channel, you need to know the history of Ringo TV Raw, because I've exposed every prosperity preacher in the world, every one. And many of them died already. And all of their ministries have fallen apart. All of them. They're struggling. People are not tithing the way they used to. You have a few fools that are still doing it. But at the end of the day, all of these prosperity pimps have already been exposed and are being exposed. They have no credibility no more. The world do not respect the majority of these pulpit pimps anymore. The only people that follow them are the gullible. Only gullible people are in these churches. Anyone that is attending a damn church right now based on Christianity or any of that nonsense is literally very foolish, to say the least. But when it comes to judgment, and when it comes to the person's comment, and they said that this could happen or could have happened to anyone. No, not that. No, that type of death can only happen to people who live an ungodly life. Do you understand me? So don't try to guilt trip anyone and make anyone feel as if though they're wrong. Because what was to happen to her was her end. And it happened. And it's for a warning to all women that want to live that life. You think you're invincible. You think you're glamorous. You think that your beauty is going to open all these doors. No, it will lead to that very end. So with that said, I'm going to sign out. You all have a nice day, as I will have a blessed day. I'm out. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%.